We've just had the opportunity at the moment on the tally room floor behind us to talk with Mr. Paul Keating, who's Labor's spokesman, or Labor's shadow treasurer at the moment. He's with David G, and he's with us right now.
Mr. Keating, it's government for Labor, but at this stage by how much?
Well, we're not certain yet until the West Australian results come in, but I think we can see 14 seats certainly, with still the possibility in Eden Monaro, Casey and Petrie. And I think the swing in West Australia is very strong, so if there's 5 seats there, it makes it a very substantial victory.
Mr. Hawke has then had a crushing win over Mr. Fraser. There's only one way to describe it.
I think that's how it will appear when the final votes are tallied.
Presumably you will be Treasurer in the Labor government?
I expect to be, yes.
Where will inflation be in, say, 6 months' time under a Labor government?
Well, I expect inflation will decline under a Labor government. We're the only party which has gone to this election with an anti-inflation policy, and I expect that we will make substantial inroads on both unemployment and inflation.
Do you think the Liberals made a mistake by touting the campaign that investors' money would leave the country?
I don't think that scare tactics are a legitimate tactic in any election. Putting money under beds, scaring people about the exchange rate, these things are not legitimate tactics as far as I'm concerned. The Labor Party campaigned on a very positive program of economic recovery with the containment of inflation and the reduction of unemployment. And all we saw from the government was not even, in fact, an articulation of them standing on what is, after all, a very poor record, but rather a very negative campaign against the Labor Party.
There are some disappointing results. Tasmania would be one of them.
Yes, we are disappointed with Tasmania. We thought that while at the beginning of the campaign that we wouldn't win seats in Tasmania, but as the campaign moved on, we thought that the national swing to Labor was reflecting itself in some way in the Tasmanian seats.
Do you put that down to the dams campaign?
I think the dams issue has polarised the Tasmanian community. I think the issue with Tasmania is no matter how much governments think they can band-aid the problem in Tasmania, if the national economy is sick, so is Tasmania. And Tasmanians, I think, are deluding themselves if they think that in some way they can insulate themselves from what is the rest of the Australian economy if the economy is indeed languishing.
How soon does the ALP now put in place the machinery for assuming government?
Well, that'll happen as we elect a cabinet sometime this week.
Thanks very much.
Good, pleasure.
Well, Mr. Paul Keating, who expects to be a treasurer under a Labor government, speaking with David G. I'm just getting a message at the moment that although Mr. Bob Hawke has been keeping us on tenterhooks this evening, we've been expecting him to enter our ABC studios here in Canberra moment by moment, and every now and then it seems as though he's just going to get there and then he's not going to get there and so on. And we had expected by now, since here in Canberra it's now about 2 minutes after 12, that Mr. Hawke would have been in our Canberra studios by this time. Of course, we're also wanting to bring you an interview with the Prime Minister, Mr. Fraser, as soon as possible. But we had expected that Mr. Hawke would be prepared to speak with us first, and it's a little bit later than we expected. I'm just getting a message now that Mr. Hawke is through the front door of the Canberra studios, but he's just heading for the makeup room now. So it's going to be a couple more minutes before we can actually get him in front of the bright lights and have the cameras rolling on Mr. Hawke. But at least we know that he's in our Canberra studios. He's chosen to make his announcement in the ABC studios here in Canberra, and we'll be bringing that to you as soon as we possibly can, but at least he is inside the building. As soon as he's ready, we'll be crossing straight over to the studio, but until then we'll be having a look at some more results. So back to you, Victor.